Casey Ship here, transformational coach, mind, body, soul healer. Fitness model. If you don't know my story, go check it out, CaseyShip.com/register. I show you my hormones, how I got my shit together, why hiring a fitness coach for workouts and nutrition only is a waste of your money, why hiring a holistic doctor only is a waste of money. You have to address things from the root to heal. Why cure things? Pills cure things. Diets and workouts cure things. It doesn't heal at the root. So that's what we do. If you want to like wipe it clean so you don't even need the other stuff, yeah, I'm your bitch. Okay, this is called how you do one thing is how you do everything. I'm gonna trigger people here. I mean, it's my job. My job is to come here, shake things up, help people move along on a soul level. So yeah, I will trigger a lot of people, but if I do trigger you, maybe it's something to look into because our triggers are our teachers. And y'all know how I feel about putting your grocery carts back up. Where I come from, we call them buggies. I'm like, you know what? If you can't even put your cart back, yeah, I don't like that's something to me. Like how you do one thing is how you do everything. Oh, but Casey, I'm with my kids and it's raining. Park beside a cart, put her upper thingy. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Also, it's the same kind of people that go to the bathroom and don't wash their hands. Like it's just, or they sneeze and go, grown ass people. Piss all over the seat, take shits, they don't courtesy flush. Like, you know, those kind of people that only think, I guess, they're in the world. But anyway, today what got me, and I'm like, wow, this needs to be said. This is such like a parable type thing. So this guy and his daughter was walking across the street. I could have just blew through them. Like, you know, if you ever been to Mexico, man, they don't play. They could give a shit about a pedestrian, right? Like they're just, you got to watch for cars. You know what I'm saying? Well, here on the key, you know, it's like ritzy people and, you know, you're going to get in serious trouble if you don't let people cross the road. I get it. And I understand that. I will abide by that law, even though I'm a rebel at heart. The guy and his daughter go to cross the road, barely even look at me. Now, and then they waddle across. I waddle, put two and two together. And if you get triggered by that, I'm not saying people that's overweight waddle. I'm saying just like, listen here. Because I am a transformational coach here to help you live your best life. And I know that I've been overweight. My husband's been 100 pounds overweight. And I was not living my best life. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can lie and be in denial all you want. So I was like, you know, that's funny. And who raise your hand if you've ever, and I know you have if you drive a car, when you go and you're driving, you know, at TJ Maxx and you're letting people cross and they just look at you like, they gonna walk a little slower because yo ass stopped. Better let me across the street. Like that attitude, you know? Are they successful? Are those people taking full responsibility for their money, for their bodies, for their health? Or are those people victim of circumstance? Nothing ever works out for them. Ever. It's always somebody else's fault. Something goes bad, it's their fault. I think those are the kind of people that walk across the street like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Versus looking both ways and when somebody's stopped, get your ass across the street. They're supposed to stop. Take our time. You don't have to rush for them. I understand that. And I'm not encouraging being a people pleaser. God knows there's way too many of those people. But, you know, I was like, you know, it's interesting. They're waddling across the street to go to a breakfast cafe. Probably going to bitch about other people that are taking care of themselves, making these accusations like, you know, I'm currently doing, but I just know this. Me being an intuitive healer for this many years, working with as many people, thousands of people as I've worked with. My husband too, you know, he's had, over 75,000 private lessons working with families and stuff like that. Like we know people deep down, like we are an expert in people, energies, and just like that kind of thing. And you could come on here and say all day, like you are totally judging, whatever. I get it, because I wouldn't do that. But I just want to say, if you want to elevate your life at all, just start putting your grocery cart up. Start getting your ass across the street, saying thank you, or being grateful. Hey, that person stopped instead of running your ass over. They're supposed to stop. Once again, your ass is walking across the street. Take some responsibility. That's the problem and I get women coming in all day, and some of them talk the big game. Oh, I want all the money, and I want to break through my bullshit, and I finally want to end the cycle of things not working out, and I want to do this. But deep down, when it comes down to it and taking action, they take counsel from their fears and that voice inside that says it's not going to work out. It's always going to be somebody else's fault. Success is not for you. Not good enough. They're really not willing to take responsibility. Because if they were, they'd bet on themselves. Period. But I guarantee you, if you followed them around, there's some things they do. They double park. They switch lanes without putting their blinkers on. They expect people to do certain things. They drive around. They're in this control state because they really feel out of control. They're trolling people. They're talking shit about pretty hot girls, successful, confident girls online. They're the ones underneath. She's a bad mom. She's a bad mom. She's looking sexy. How dare her have orgasms and enjoy life because I'm miserable. So that's kind of what's on my mind today. And I felt like, you know what? Let me just show up because so when you start crossing the road, say thank you. Thank you. Somebody let you over. Thank you. Gratitude, man. Gratitude. Period. Does that make sense? Okay. Jenna said, clap hands. Which part are you clapping hands about, Jenna? Oh, man. It's crazy. It's the same ones that's going to bitch about who's in office. If you were working on yourself as much as you watch politics, my friend, you would not even be concerned with who's in office because it's all about you. Ooh, I'm going to ruffle some feathers today. Job is done. If you're really, 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 really ready, like on a soul level, to finally say, you know what? I've been in this cycle of things not working out, been doing these diets, been doing this, paying all these life coaches, paying all these business coaches, and it's still not working because I've been there. I've paid the $30,000. I've paid the $10,000. I've paid the $6,000. Nothing. It just showed me what I didn't need. When I finally hired a heart-led, soul, spiritual coach that helped me on a soul level and actually worked on my self-worth and understanding that I have everything I need inside of me. There's no need to play the victim or think that I'm less than or inferior or whatever. Then I got success. Then I stepped into my next level of self. And that's what we teach in Hot Moms. It's like, all right, you don't like what's going on? Well, do you want to take responsibility? It doesn't matter who did it to you. Are you willing to take responsibility and flip the script? Because if you are, my friend, we can do some great work in this world. You can finally step into your purpose if you're willing to do that. Scares a lot of women. Ooh, they're like, I just married so I could stay home and my husband could protect me. I'm not sure I can do that. Okay, not for you. If you want to stay in your comfy pile of shit, that's fine. Because once you stay in it long enough, it loses its smell. But if you sit there and look at other people that are successful and you admire them, just know that you've got the same thing inside of you. Otherwise, you wouldn't even notice it. Same thing goes for the negative. If you notice something about somebody, ask yourself, is it that you're picking up on some energy that it's just not a vibe? Or is it a direct reflection of what's going on inside of you because they're triggering you? She shouldn't wear that. She shouldn't say that. Why? Who told you that? Oh, there's something there. Let's address that belief. Because all we are is one big computer system, still running on old programming from our fathers and mothers of time and time ago, from our caregivers, from our school, from our churches. And it holds us down. You got to be willing, this is biblical, to separate from everything and everybody. Go off in the wilderness. Nobody's willing to do that. And the ones that are the ones that you will see on my testimonial reels. They're the ones you see on the interwebs that are crushing it. Because we all feel the same fear. We all feel the same doubt, anxiety. Dude, do you want to know what I feel? Go watch Elevate. Go in Hot Moms, or if you're in Elevate for the $10 program I released. I was crying the other day. I was crying. Like, I show y'all the real raw shit that nobody else puts out there. Because I think it's important when you follow the people that seem like they have it. I want to know how they think. How did they address situations when the day's not going right? And so that's what I show you. That's what I share with you. And I'm telling you right now, that's why it may seem harsh, but this is the harsh reality that you may have to face to get to heaven, to get to the glory, to the other side of where you're at, because you're on Hell Island. If things aren't working out, it's Hell Island. I've been to Hell Island. Wasn't supposed to be successful. And now it's like a whole different reality. And the way that I got there was like, you know what? I don't like this. I do not like feeling like this. I don't like looking like this. I do not like the doctors telling me that I've got an anxiety or depression issue and to give me, I don't like that. I refuse to believe that. You know, people get cancer and want to step up and fight it. Yet we get depression, postpartum depression, or Hashimoto's, and we're just going to roll over. And that's our story, little stay-at-home mom with Hashimoto's. And then we hang out with all our other wine-drinking friends talking about our low thyroid. Why did you buy into that? Why are you buying into that story? Somebody asked me yesterday, can I clear this allergy? People with diseases that aren't supposed to be living. And you think you can't clear an avocado issue? Or make more money? Or heal your guilt and shame issue? Come on. Where's this God you believe in? If you're tired of feeling like shit and you're tired of just feeling down in the dumps, you have to take action. You have to do something. And reading one more self-growth book, I mean, when are you going to do something? Right? You have to, it feels scary. It feels like, I didn't want to turn this camera on. I fucking hate talking to public Facebook. Can't stand it. Hate it. I like talking to Hot Moms Free Group and my mastermind people. But I know I've got to be okay with showing up here. Just freeballing it on public, blasting it. I got to be okay with that. I had to push through resistance. So, but Casey's just lucky. She's just lucky. She's just, okay. Say whatever it is that makes you feel better about yourself. I deal with fear, scared shitless. I've done most things in my life scared absolute shitless because I grew up in chaos. So I was emotionally addicted to feeling of chaos. If something felt easy, I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong? Oh, it's too easy. Oh my God, we must go with something's going to happen. I go over all that, how I cleared it out in the Resilient as Fuck course on kcship.com. So I've been there. I've also had doctors tell me it's going to be a losing battle. This is just your DNA. This is your genetics. I'm like, fuck that. And all of you that know my hormones, y'all have seen my blood work, you've seen my story, you can just see how I just squashed that one too. I remember the enlightenment phase when my husband, y'all, was like, if y'all haven't seen his story about religion, he was like basically he had been abused by religion. Like he was in it really did some damage. He had a lot of trauma work from growing up in this highly religious environment. And I'll never forget sitting in the bathtub. And I just asked him a question. I questioned his belief. That's all it took. And that's what we do in Elevate. That's what we do in Hot Moms. Amen. Those of you that are in Hot Moms, like what we do is not like earth shattering. It's simply like these deep soul questions that nobody's ever asked you. And when you have to answer them, it requires you to go deep within. You can't run around and buy one more program and go ask this person and go ask the psychic. We're going to make your ass go inside. Because you got all the answers. Go either in my free group or go on kcship.com and you'll see the Elevate program. If you want more, if you want to full asset and work with me directly and get like coached by me, hormones, the right resources. We just had a girl, Hashimoto's, narcissistic abuse, come in. She even quit her job of being like a coach. Came in and in 3 weeks or 3 months? I can't remember. Her numbers are down. Her Hashimoto's are down. She'd come off her Synthroid doctor. Matter of fact, my people actually told her, you were on way too much Synthroid. No wonder your thyroid wasn't working. See, if you want to stay sick, you just keep going to regular doctors. But I said, you know, what was it that really, that helped you the most? And she goes, oh my God, the energy work, just like doing the daily inner work, realizing that I truly do have the power to create whatever and the right resources. She goes, you have all the right resources in place. That's made all the difference. So Yeah, you can stay on the path of what you're doing, and I get it. Like, I was hiring trainers and coaches after coaches just trying to look for the answer, and that's great. I never say that I wasted money, because you didn't. So don't feel bad if you did that. It's simply like you just found out what you didn't need. That's your experience. That's why your time is very, very valuable. That's why my time is very, very valuable. I found out what works and what doesn't. And it's costing me a lot of money. Oh, well over $100,000. That's why I make a lot more than a Harvard grad. Like, facts. So you can do that too, though. Y'all know my story. Graduated with a 1.4, but it was on the dean's list when I went to a little college after high school to get my medical assisting and obstetric ultrasound. Because, God, if I could make $60,000 a year, I'd be doing good. But now I've already hit way over that in just a month. But I show you how to do all that. Anything's possible. All you've got to do is know what you don't like and what you don't want in your life, and be willing to do whatever it takes, and be willing to ask for help, for divine guidance and help. That is it. That's it. So I'll see y'all on the inside. CaseyShip.com. I love you, bitches.